Hi fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how to cut an A-line flare gown. As you can see on the screen, it will have a two-step sleeve. For cutting this style, all you need is just, let me just say, all your normal measurements except your bust points, your underbust measurements. You need your bust measurements, you need the gown length, the half length, the waist, the hip, the back, and the sleeve length of the client, and also the round curve, which is the arm curve of your client. So the material I'll be working on is 4 years material, as you can see, 4 years lace material. Do you understand? There are different methods of cutting this A-line gown, but I'll be cutting my own in a bias form to make a kind of flare, just little flare, as you can see now. Just watch me. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also like my videos. They are very detailed one, and also it's 100% beginners friendly. It's always detailed. So now you can see the way I'm holding my clothes. What I will just do is just to place it in a bias form. And also the full length of the client I'm working on is 60. So I'm going to dig dots. I want to use the edge of this lace. I want to join it to the gown length of the client, which is, as you can see, the edge of this client, which they call etiaje, is long. So it's about 3 inches length. It's about 3 inches length. Do you see it? So now I'm going to minus that 3 inches away from the length of my gown, and the length of this client's gown is full tape. So I'm going to minus 3 inches from the full tape measurement. So let's get started. See, so all you need to do is just to take your clothes this way. As you can see, just do it in a bias form, like you spreading it as an A shape. Can you see? Then after doing it this way, you confirm your length. You confirm the length of the gown and also deduct the 3 inches from it. So now this is the placement of the A shape. As you can see that I made it in a bias form. So what I'm going to do now is to drop that 3 inches. You can see I drop it. You can see I drop it from the measurement. I dropped the 3 inches from the measurements. Can you see? So from that 3 inches I've dropped. Are you seeing it? From that 3 inches I dropped. I checked the length of the clothes, of the gown length. You know, I told you it's a full tape length. So from here you measure, you start your measurement from here. So you straighten it using your ruling tape. So I've straightened it that way. So on top of that place, I'm going to bring down, which is my armhole. Start my measurement. I'm going to measure my armhole. Our armhole is 9 inches. Our half length is what? 17 inches. Are you seeing it? Our hip line is what? 25 inches. So on top of the chest line, which is the bust, on top of the chest line or your bust line, and on top, let's start from the back. Our back is 16. 16 divided by 2 gives you what? 8. Our bust is 40. 40 divided by 2 gives you what? 40 divided by 4 gives you what? 10. You measure your 10. And you add your 2 inches seam allowance to it. But I don't want to use 2 direct, as you can see. But I'm going to use 2 because of you watching me. Because this cloth now is drawing. It's drawing a little bit. You can see the lace is drawing. So I don't want to start adjusting it or doing anything. So if you are cutting your A-line, just add your measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. Are you getting it? But for this clothes, I'm going to add 1.5 inches because the cloth is what? A little bit drawing. The lace is, the cut lace is drawing a little. So I'm going to add 1.5 instead of 2 inches. Or if you are using a material that is not drawing at all, just put the 2 inches there. So for our waist is 34. 34 divided by 4 gives you what? 8.4, 8.5. Can you see? This is the 8.5 plus 1.5 inches. Remember, you can, if your material is not drawing at all, just use 2 inches. So from here now, you shape it down. So before we shape it down, let's measure our hip. Our hip measurement is 45. 45 divided by 4 gives you what? 11.25. plus the same 1.5 inches. Are you getting me? So you might be looking the down part here. What you're going to do now is just to take your tape to the beginning of your measurement here, which you measured your shoulder line. Take it down to the full tape. So instead of me doing it to the full tape, I'll just take that 3 inches I said, I'll take it up. You understand? Just take the full tape up. Make sure you straighten your measurements. You drop the 3 inches, or you can simply minus 3 inches from the full tape measurements. Anyhow you understand it. Just minus 3 inches from the full tape measurement, or from the measurement you are using if you want to put the etiaje, the edge of the lace, to your clothes. So now let's now join our sketching together. So from this bust now, I will join the bust measurement to the waist measurement, and also connect the waist measurement to the hip measurement. So from there, I will now shape it down. Remember, you don't allow your cutting to reach the edge, which is the etiaje, so that it will be useful for you after cutting. Are you seeing it? You can see the etiaje, which is the edge of the lace, is still there for me to remove. So from your shoulder side, you can simply use your armhole curve to curve out. Can you see this space is somehow tight? I can't use the armhole curve, but I can work with my free hand method. So from this 8, just come down. Are you seeing me? And you are close to your armhole length. Just give a curve, as you can see. So I hope my explanation is clear. And another thing is that at your shoulder line, firstly, let me just cut this out before I explain the neckline. All right. So now, see the way I'm cutting it. I discover my chalk is not clear. So let me just cut so that you see what I'm cutting. Are you seeing it? I'm cutting. This is the length I'm cutting first, which I minus 3 inches from. Please, I'm always available to attend to you if you have anything you don't understand from my video. So now, after cutting the length, I'm cutting the shoulder. Are you seeing it? So from the shoulder, I'm going to just cut the side. Make sure you are not cutting the edge, which is the etiaje of the cloth, away. Okay, so this is what I cut out. As you can see, it's because I want you to see it very well. That was why I show you the video of the cutting, so that you see what I've cut out clearly. Can you see that? So what is here now, I will cut it out as the back too. The way it is, I'll cut it out as the back. It won't have any zipper allowance. I'm cutting this out also. So this is the cutting. I've cut the front side and also the back side. So what I'm going to do now is to slant my shoulder and also cut the neckline. So slanting of the shoulder, I'm going to be slanting it by 3/4. Are you seeing it? So at the next side, I'm going to be measuring 3 1/2 and 1/4. I'm going to measure that because you can see it's a little bit drawing. You can use 4, you can use 3 1/2. It depends on the customer you are working with. It depends on the style you are working on too. So I'm going to lower it by 6. The first thing I'm going to do is to cut the neckline of the back, which I'm going to be using this 3 1/2 and 1/4 by 2 inches. You can use 1.5, you can use 2. I'm going to be using 2 inches. Then you're going to round it, curve the neckline. That's for the back. So for the front, you're going to go down by 4 inches. Are you seeing it? Then you also curve the back neckline as round neck, and also give an opening. You can see the neckline of the picture. There is the length of the neckline is 7 inches of that picture, but I don't want mine to be too wide. You understand? And you open it here by 1 inch, and you take it straight down like V. Are you seeing it? Just open it down. Are you seeing? So the first thing I'm going to do now is to cut the front and back together and remove the back away, and also slant the bolt at the shoulder side. So for the front, you remove the back, as you can see. So for the neck side of the front, you can see the way I lower, you see the way I'm doing my hand. You can see this is the 1 inch. So from the 1 inch, take a round curve. You can see. So this is the neckline. See what it looks like. So you are going to cut the lace to lining it. Can you see it? You're going to cut the neckline, the facing to lining it the same way, and also the back. So you cut the facing to lining it to turn the neck like an interfacing. So it will be inner facing, not outside. You understand? So then you join the shoulder, join the side, and also cut the sleeve. I will show you how to cut the sleeve. So this is the facing of the neckline, which I've cut already. This is the sleeve. This is the sleeve. As you can see, this is the facing for the neck side. You can see how small it is. And this is the edges I'm going to join to the down part of the gown, as you can see it. So all I need to do now is to join it, put the facing first. After the facing, then I will join it. After joining, I'll put the edges called the etiage. Then after, I'll put the sleeve. And for the flare, you can see there's 2-step flare, but unfortunately I was unable to make the 2-step flare because it's 4 years material and it couldn't reach the 2-step flare. So I did just one one step flare. One step, it is gathers, it's not flare. Just have to do what to gather it or to pleat it at the sleeve side. As you can see, just have to just gather it and put it at the sleeve side like this. It's almost the same thing. It look lovely also, as you can see. So I'll show you the finished product after I've done doing it. Thank you very much, and don't forget to continue liking, comment, share, and subscribe. So here comes the finishing of our A-line gown. As you can see, this is the A-line gown. You know, the one on the screen has 2-step flare, as in 2-step gathers flare. But I made my one because she bought 4 years of material. I told her to buy 5, but she actually buy 4 years, so it can't reach for 2 steps. So I only manage it to reach 1-step sleeve. So as you can see, it's very easy to cut and very lovely and detailed. If you watch it very well, I'm very sure you get the explanation. All I did was I facing the neck side, do the sleeve, do gathers to the down parts and fix it on the sleeve, and also put the edge. You can see how I just join it. All I need to do now is to weave the inside, and I also cut inner. You know, the customer can't wear it plain like this, so I have to cut an inner to it so that she can wear it inside, so it won't be transparent. And I'm going to also drop a video on how to cut the inner of your clothes. So don't forget to continue liking, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.